Hi guys, I'm Woodcraft Hamster and I thought I would do what will hopefully be a fairly quick video for you today. And what I want to talk about is getting a log, or in this case a half round, down to a roughed out spoon. Now we salvaged some of this really nice fresh birch a little while ago, and the thing I like about green wood is it's a lot easier and quicker to work with than it is seasoned wood. Now what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the camera closer in a sec, and I'm just going to take you through all of the steps. I'll speed through most of this footage because I've done step-by-step videos before, and I just wanted to kind of show you just how easy it is to get down from something like this to a almost ready to use spoon. So guys, the first step for me is to take my template and just mark out where I want my crank. Now I always work from the outer side, and I just put in a relatively shallow saw cut that I can then axe down to. So there we've got our basic spoon shape, little crank in there for the bowl which we'll carve out later. And now what I really want to do is just take my template and mark on where I want my spoon to sit. And hopefully that's picking up okay on the camera there. And what I'm going to do before I start working down to these lines, I'm just going to tidy up the backs so that we can thin this down, and it just makes cutting into these lines a lot easier. So there you go guys, hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. We've got that nicely thinned down, left a little bit of waste wood on there just so that we've got some excess to play with the knife later. And now all I'm going to do is just start very vaguely, not going to get right the way to some of them, especially sort of the indentations here. I'm just going to start carving away down to some of these lines. So hopefully you can see there guys, we've got down to most of the lines just apart from the shoulders up here, which I can probably do if I grab a seat. I'll just spin you around slightly. And essentially all we're doing, just carving down to these lines. So there you go guys, a really rough and ready spoon blank, turned out in What's the time now? So since I started recording, it's been about 14 minutes since I started recording. Obviously a bit of work to do, lots of tidying up. We need to get the bowl in. But you know, for 14 minutes work, you know, with green wood, that's one of the reasons I really like this. If I was using seasoned wood, this would have taken at least, in my opinion, sort of twice the amount of time. Right then guys, so that's it for today. Just a quick look at how I rough out most of my spoon blanks. You know, you don't need to put a crank in there if you don't want to. It's just the style that I'm favouring at the moment, and I think it makes the spoon just look a little bit nicer. So this is what we have produced today. A little bit thick still, needs to put the bowl put in and then tidied up. But essentially for 15 minutes worth of work, I'm really quite pleased with that. And just to give you an example, this was the one I did the other day from the other side of this log actually, and an extra sort of maybe 10 minutes worth of work with a spoon gouge and my knife. And although it's by no means finished, in comparison it looks a lot better, and I could actually use this now if I wanted to. You know, if I wanted to sit there with you know, a bowl of cereal or some soup or something, this spoon is perfectly functional. It doesn't look particularly nice, and it'll look a lot better once I've sanded it and finished it. But you know, you can get a fully functional spoon within, say, 25 minutes, and this is the kind of thing I will use if I'm out and about. I'm spending a couple of days, a couple of nights, you know, in some woodland. I won't take anything with me, and I'll just knock up a quick, simple spoon. And you know, it's a little project to do in the afternoon. So I hope it was useful, guys. Comments and questions in the box below. Hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope you'll all join me next time. Thanks, guys.